Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tanis with H&H Sign Supply with my weekly live video. I am excited because we are doing a Easter project today, and anytime you start doing Easter, that means we're getting closer to spring. I've not seen anything blooming yet, but I can feel it in the air, and I feel like spring is very near. I'm glad that it's already March, and this is one of my favorite times of the year because everything seems like it's blooming and it's new and it's exciting. So today we are going to do a canvas, not necessarily a reverse canvas, but I will be putting heat transfer on this canvas. It's going to be 3 little bunnies, and what we're using is the Siser Easyweed Electric. We are also going to use a little bit of strip flock and some regular Easyweed. We're going to put those pastel bunnies on this black canvas, and I think it's going to really pop and look nice. So we will get started. I do not have my helper today. Usually he's on helping with links and different emails and helping to answer any questions, and I don't have him today. He's not available, so bear with me, and if you have any questions that I can't answer while I'm live, then I will go back after the fact and get those answered for you. So I'm just going to peel these bunnies apart. We've got 3 different ones. We've got a pink, yellow, and turquoise. Actually, I think that one's called peacock, but these are the 3 bunnies. And I started with the canvas. You can get these canvases at Hobby Lobby. I usually get them when they're like 50% off. This one is Master's Touch 11 by 14 black canvas. The list regular price is $7.99, which I'm sure that I only gave about $4 for it because I never pay full price for anything at Hobby Lobby. It's one of my favorite stores. So I started by cutting the canvas. If you've never used a canvas, they are inexpensive. You can cut them apart. You can do a reverse canvas where you cut them and you put the design and then you put the canvas on the frame and then the frame shows. But this is what the back of it looks like. And I started by cutting around the edge. So up here on the edge, I have already cut with a sharp box knife. So you want to cut that from the edge. That way you can peel it from the frame. So we want to remove it from the frame so that we can get it in our heat press. So I'm just going to peel it away. And this is what the frame looks like, which is a really nice frame. It's not just a block frame, and you could paint it or stain it, but we're going to actually put it back on top of the frame. So we want to put that to the side. And our heat transfer is the Siser Easyweed is the base. Or excuse me, Siser Easyweed Electric, and it is 305 for 10 to 15 seconds. So we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna, there we go. So the way this design is gonna be is I'm gonna put this little bunny, this first bunny, I'm gonna call it the daddy bunny, just on the edge. I want him to go on the edge. So part of him is cut off, but I want him to go right on the edge. So I'm using what was the edge of the frame. I'm just using the lines from that. So I'm just going to line it up with what used to be the edge of the frame. And I'm actually going to try to heat press all of these bunnies at once. So I'm going to cut this off, the clear off, so that the bunnies don't overlap. Because I think I can cut them, that I can press them all at once. The less amount of presses, the easier it is, the better it is. You don't have to worry about overpressing or underpressing. So the least amount, the better. Our next little bunny is going to be the pink one. And I'm going to cut him closer to the edge here. Cut this clear off so that the little yellow bunny can sit next to him and we can do one press. So we're just going to cut that closer to This design came from the Silhouette Design Store. I bought it on there. I'm not sure what I searched for, probably bunny or Easter bunny. Okay, so that is my 3 bunnies. And I'm going to get it in this heat press. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fold these folds, because my heat press is 11 by 15. So I'm going to try to take the folds of the press, or of the canvas, and just fold them down around the edges of my platen here. Because you want to make sure that everything is folded pretty smooth. That way you have a flat press. You don't want any humps or lumps. I'm going to get my Teflon sheet. Oh, you didn't see that, did you? I'm so sorry. Okay, so what I did was my canvas is 11 by 14 and my platen is 11 by 15. So I took the edges of this canvas and kind of wrapped it around the platen so I would have a smooth press. You don't want any lumps or humps, or that will show whenever you press it. So I got that on there smoothly. I'm going to take my Teflon sheet, and Siser Easyweed Electric is 305 for 10 to 15 seconds. Teresa says that is going to be so cute. Yes, I'm really excited to see how this turns out. So far, it looks really good. And I'm not going to remove this from the heat press because I don't want to worry about getting it wrapped around that platen again. So I'm just going to peel it from here. And I know you guys are seeing that upside down, and I'm sorry. I should have thought about that. I should have flipped it the other way. But now we're going to do the face of the bunny. And his whiskers are cut off because I did that purposely. And then we're going to put a cute little pink nose on him. But first I'm going to go ahead and press this on. And I'm only going to do this for about 5 seconds. Just enough to get it to stick. And now we have the strip flock nose. And I'm going to actually cut around the edge here. So this one is a strip flock pink nose. And then we have 2 little bunny tails that are also the strip flock. And I'm going to cut around those a little bit too. I think this would have been cute on a white canvas also, but black is what I had, and I think it's going to really pop. Okay. So I'm only going to do 5 seconds. If I was to do more, the indentation of the clear would show up on my design. And it is kind of showing up. So I don't want to do it any more than just the 5 seconds. And I am going to go back over with my Teflon sheet to try to get any indentations from that clear mylar off of there. So I did this last press for about 7 seconds, and it took most of those indentations off. Isn't it cute? So now we're going to put this back on the canvas, or excuse me, on the frame. We're going to put this back on the frame. So the only thing that you would need would be basically a staple gun. So I got my staple gun at Hobby Lobby. I know you can get them at any type of crafting store. You can also get them at hardware stores. And we're just going to put this back on the frame and staple it around the edges. You can kind of follow where the canvas was before, but basically just roll it up on the wood frame and just staple it. I know that's probably really loud, and I do apologize. that one. Missed a few times. There we go. You guys see that? And there you go. See if I have any comments. So that is the finished canvas. Basically cut it off and put your heat transfer on and then re-staple it on. Does anybody have any questions? Tony says it's very cute. Cindy says cute. I really think that looks like spring. It does look like spring. I'm so excited for spring. Like I said, I bought these bunnies on the Silhouette Design store. When I was designing it, I cut this part of the daddy bunny off and just to make it my own. All right, guys, that's all I have today. Enjoy the warmer weather, the spring weather. It is among us. I appreciate everybody chiming in today and watching. I do a live every Friday at 2 o'clock Central Time. Cindy says, where did you get your canvas? I got that from Hobby Lobby. The Masters Touch brand. Often you can catch them 50% off. This is what it looks like. The canvas was marked $7.99, and I know I didn't give that for it. I probably gave $4 or less. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. We supply, you create.